Bonjour Malta and Gozo. It's the 1st of July, the day your garbage bags have to be more transparent than the government. This and more now. Activists held a day by the illegal pool, protesting that legal loopholes and planning appeals still haven't been closed as promised. And in France, Marine Le Pen's far right has made big gains in the first round of a snap parliamentary election. When a corrupt government is controlled by the interests of developers, activists must step up their actions. And this is exactly what happened in Gozo last weekend.
An illegally constructed swimming pool in Ala was targeted by movement graffiti activists in a direct action on Saturday. Armed with flares and spray paint, the activists sprayed the word "illegali" on the bottom of the empty pool. The site forms part of a massive apartment complex by construction magnate Joseph Portelli and was excavated without a permit. In March, a court annulled a sanctioning permit following an appeal by movement graffiti and the Ala local council. Activist André Calouz told those present that although the court revoked the permit, the swimming pool had already been built. He said that current laws allow developers to commence and complete works while appeals are ongoing. A reform to close legal loopholes promised by Prime Minister Robert Abela last year has not yet been implemented. Calouz said the environmental destruction ravaging Malta and Gozo was deliberate as the government was controlled by developers. The activist told arriving police that they had not showed up when the swimming pool was illegally built. Joseph Portelli dismissed the protest as the work of the same 100 people who had nothing better to do.
What do you get when the government promises change? Exactly, continuità. In other words, more of the same.
Angelo Gaffa's term as police commissioner has been renewed for another 4 years, the government confirmed on Saturday. Just last Tuesday, Gaffa told NEWZ that the Home Affairs Ministry was recommending the renewal of his contract. The Nationalist Party called the government's decision disappointing yet unsurprising and a lost opportunity for the country. A police commissioner should enjoy the support of both sides of parliament and the trust of all people, the PN said. Robert Aquilina of civil society group Republica issued a statement on behalf of a number of police officers. The officers quoted by Aquilina described Angelo Gaffa's reappointment as an insult to the force. They maintained that the majority of officers had no confidence in Gaffa's leadership, which has left officers demoralized and demotivated. They were also quoted as saying they would investigate and document Gaffa's abusive leadership.
And late to the party, opposition leader Bernard Gregg said the PN will present a bill on the police commissioner's appointment in the coming days. The Nationalist Party is proposing that police commissioners should only be appointed by a 2/3 majority in parliament. Emmanuel Macron's gamble to show that France's far right cannot win at national level backfired.
France's far-right Rassemblement National has made big gains in the first round of the snap parliamentary election, exit polls suggest. Celebrating her party's success, Marine Le Pen said democracy has spoken.
La démocratie a parlé.
As she declared the camp of President Emmanuel Macron practically wiped out. Macron is calling for a broad alliance against RN ahead of next week's second round. The snap parliamentary election was called by Macron following his party's defeat by the RN at the European elections earlier this month.
Today, the Maltese government is introducing transparency measures, although they are not quite what you might expect.
From tomorrow's collection, mixed waste will have to be disposed of in transparent black bags. This regulation is intended to make it easier for enforcement officials to check the contents of bags without opening them. As before, black bags are to be used for waste that is not organic, recyclable, reusable, hazardous or medicinal.
And the weather today, hot and sunny. The Met Office has issued a yellow warning. Be aware that the maximum temperature is expected to reach 33 degrees. Keep out of the heat if you can, especially between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Protect yourself from the sun and stay hydrated. Have a lovely and safe day.